Hello, we are Anonymous. Good morning, Colorado Springs. It has come to our attention that the occupation in Colorado Springs is facing difficulties with individuals trying to run the protest as well as saying they are organizers. Don't take for granted that because the occupation in Colorado Springs was called for by Anonymous, that you can take credit. Learning is increased by listening, and that if you cease to listen you will start to stray from being able to acquire more knowledge. There should be no law against intoxication, but only belligerence. People should not need a waiver to be behind a booth, especially when people are saying that is where all the heaters are located. We are attempting to rebuild the world in a peaceful, trust your neighbor society. Placing rules and waivers on who can't be behind the tent is oppressive when it's on public property. When you place a tent on public land and then tell someone they can't be there, then you are trying to privatize that land for your tent, and are no better than the people who say you can't be in the park after a certain hour. If something is stolen, then we find that person and label them guilty of stealing amongst the occupied, not label everyone a liability. You must stop with this. We voted as a group ship, for the protest is forever expanding and will have new people on a daily basis. As new people join and seem not to like the certain rule, then it will be reopened for debate. To the person known as Christy, if we hear of you calling the protesters embarrassing and telling them to act like adults again, as if they're acting like children, it will not be taken kindly. The occupation as a whole is the work of Anonymous, and you should not forget this. All occupations will not have a face for the media, donations, etc. The next few sentences are for a Mr. Jason Wharf. We have heard a lot about you, Mr. Wharf, from several different people, I might add. We are watching you and we are watching the way you are treating people. You will no longer threaten to call the cops on peaceful people. You will stop bragging to the media that 20 years of your life has been protesting. You will stop interrupting people, or you and your egomania will be exposed, for we know who you are. We have come to learn that your uncle is a federal, and now you have shown that you can act like a federal when removing people from the occupation's tents. The occupiers need to branch off from these few that think they are in control, for they are not. You have free speech, so do not allow one person to stop your mic check, for there will still be people who agree with you and will continue to echo what you say. Occupy Colorado Springs. Anonymous is watching you. We are Anonymous. We are Legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.